Alright guys, the title of today's video is Women Only Fall in Love with Men Who Give Them Good Vibes. Now this is a non-negotiable trait when it comes to the modern dating world, dealing with the modern day woman. Alright, you're going to hear this term a lot. Oh, I just wasn't feeling the vibe. Right, the girls will speak to their other mates and they'll be like, oh, it just wasn't the right vibe. Right, and what does vibe mean? Vibe means the way a woman feels around you, and this is based off two key things. The first thing that's going to create that good vibe that all of these girls are looking for is your energy. All right, if you're creating that good feeling around her, your energy needs to be on point. You must be positive and you must be good to be around, right? You must be a pleasant person to be around, and not only her, but everyone else wants to be around you, right? You've got this sort of infectious energy. So what kind of person do you need to be to portray this positive energy, right? Well, first of all, you must never care what anyone is thinking about you, right? If you go into every social scenario and you've got that social anxiety, right? You're constantly looking around, seeing if people are looking at you, right? Seeing if people are judging you for maybe playing pool or drinking a bit of a dodgy drink, a dodgy cocktail, right? You are automatically disqualified, right? Because that girl wants to be around a positive guy, and the only way to truly be that positive guy is to not give a fuck about what anyone thinks. If that group of guys are laughing at you over in the corner, guess what? They're the fucking losers, right? You just mind your own business. Secondly, when you're speaking to this girl, right, you need to bring good energy to the conversation. Now, you might be saying, Tom, but what is good energy, right? What does this mean? All these other dating gurus talk about having good energy, high energy, but what does it actually mean? Well, I'll explain this to you right now. An example is teasing her in the conversation, right? Instead of being dull, instead of just looking out of a plain old face, asking her loads of questions, right? What do you do for a living? What do you do for... No one cares, all right? You need to tease her, right? Comment on her nails, comment on her necklace. I don't give a fuck what it is, right? But mess with her a little bit. Right, most of these guys, them guys in the corner who are laughing at you, right, they can't even speak to this girl because they don't know how to, right? They're just generic conversational people and they don't know how to tease a girl into actually liking them. What this is going to show her is that you have a sense of humour, right? You're not just this dull guy who she wants to walk away from after 5 minutes of being in the conversation with him. And another way to tease her is to play games with her, right? The whole point in all these interactions is to have fun. That is the base point. You want this girl to have fun, and she associates that with a good vibe, right? So what I mean by playing games is take this back to your childhood, right? Play a bit of rock, paper, scissors with her for a drink at the bar, right? A good one I like to use is I like to people watch, right? So I'll say to this girl, what do you think, relationship or first date? Right, it's the best game to play. If you're playing relationship and first date, she's going to get so invested, like, oh, I think that's a relationship, you know, and you're going to be like, no way, no fucking way, that's a first date, got a first date written all over it. Right, this is a good little way to tease her. It's a good little way to interact in a fun way. Instead of just asking what she does for a job, instead of just asking what university she's at, right, you are being different from every other fucker. You've got to understand that most guys who approach these girls are dull to be around, they're boring, right, they ask too many questions, right, and they're also talking about issues in their life, talking about issues within the world, right, and that's far too deep for the initial meeting of the girl, right? You need to keep things light-hearted. You can't be talking about issues in your life. You can't be talking about how your car broke down last week. You can't be talking about how your girlfriend dumped you last month, right? Everything is positive. You have no problems in your life as far as she is concerned. That is the picture you need to paint for her. Guys, the reason she falls in love with this good vibe and good energy is because she wants to enter a life, she wants to enter a long-term relationship with a life that she wants to be a part of, right? And what does she want to feel? She wants to feel happiness, she wants to feel that serotonin dump all the time, right? And that's what she gets from you giving her this good vibe, right? She wants to enter that life. She wants to be with you. The second way that you're going to create this good vibe that's going to make her fall in love with you is through your atmosphere, right? Guys, this might be one of the most important points I need you to digest in this entire video. In fact, my entire channel, right? right? Your atmosphere and the atmosphere you create in that environment where you meet this girl, right? Where you're chatting with this girl is everything. Let's say you're in a bar or club, for example, right? And you're with a group of friends. You walk up to the girl that you're attracted to in that club at the bar, right? If she turns around, you lot have got a good vibe going on. If she turns around with her group of friends and your friends are stood in the corner like dull, boring idiots, I promise you they will destroy it for you. They will destroy your chances with that girl. Your friends are almost as important as you. I've just come back from a trip to Ibiza or whatever you would like to call it, right? I was in this beach club with my friends. There's hundreds of groups of girls in this beach club, right? If we approached them girls with low energy, right, we didn't want to dance, we didn't want to anywhere near the dance floor, we didn't like the music, right? My friends were dull as shit. They would not associate with us, but that was not the case. My group of friends bring in high energy, bring the drinks in, bring the dancing in, and next minute I've got 4 out of 5 of that girls in that friendship group all over my friends, right? This is no joke. This is the way that the environment is set up. If you create that right environment, if you create that fun environment, the serotonin flows and the girls just can't help being associated with you. Bear in mind, there's hundreds of groups of guys too, right, who we have to compete with, right? Them guys are high level guys. They've got VIP tables. They've got a bottle of vodka that you would not dream at the size of these bottles of fucking vodka, right? 6 litres. And they don't stand a fucking chance if you create the right environment, right? Because most of these guys are stood at the back, right? Minding their own business with a mood on the face, with a proper sulk on the face. And they don't want to genuinely have fun. And that is what's going to set you apart from the other people in these huge social environments, right? From the huge competition. You need to genuinely have fun with these groups of girls and make sure your friends are on the same level. If they're not, sack them off and get some new friends. Let me put you in a scenario, right? You want a specific blonde-haired girl from a friendship group who stood at the bar, right? You're with your group of friends, she's with her group of friends, and you want to approach her. Well, guess what? You must create that perfect environment. And the way to do this is you approach her, and first of all, you need to genuinely be having a good fucking time, right? I said this before, but it stands true, right? You need to be genuinely having a good time. And when you make the approach, you need to show an abundance of resources, right? This could be with drink, this could be with food, but make sure there is a lot there, right? If this is drinks, make sure there's drinks flowing between you and your friends, between you and this girl's friendship group. And then straight away, what I need you to do is introduce your friends to her friends, right? The whole point of this is that everyone's having a good time in a social circle. That is where you'll find that the best nights happen and the best interactions happen, when everyone is happy in the groups. If you're just isolating this one girl, her friends are going to look at you like, who is this weirdo? Get him away, right? If you make sure everyone is having a good time, right? Your friends will speak to her friends. She's happy because her friends are happy. She's also happy because you're bringing the energy to the table, right? She is going to be absolutely obsessed with you. She is going to fall in love with you for that night and further on. This especially happens when you're somewhere on holiday, right? Maybe you're abroad like Ibiza with me, right? Girls feel like it's holiday romance, right? They feel like it's part of the plot, part of the script, all the good vibes. Me and the girlies, we've just met this good friendship group, right? We've got this holiday romance thing going on, but it's going to work anywhere, guys, whether you're in your hometown, whether you're visiting a city for the night, whether you're on holiday, it doesn't matter. You're creating that dopamine rush from them experiencing something fun and them experiencing something exciting, right? They just can't help themselves. If you don't believe me, let's look at relationships, right? As soon as relationships become routine, right, and the girl and the guy know what each one of them is doing on a day-to-day basis, right, that is when a girl will go out and cheat. That is when a girl will decide to leave her man or cheat in a place like Ibiza because they meet that guy or a group of guys who is creating that vibe. This is why all the cheating abroad happens, guys. And this is why when you get in a routine in a relationship, it quickly dissolves because they don't feel anything when it's already predictable and it's already planned. They need to feel the good vibe. You guys know by now, I always say that if a girl is not feeling something, she is feeling nothing towards you, right? And routine kills that. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, drop a comment and subscribe to the channel for more. I love you.